Hey guys, this is Dash from Curse, and I'm here to ask and answer, what's the hype behind Dark Souls 3? And perhaps more importantly, is it justified? It's hard to miss all of the pop culture references to the Souls games. Dark Souls 2 won Game of the Year at the 2014 Golden Joystick Awards. Bloodborne, a spiritual cousin to the series, won the Best of 2015 from multiple outlets, and despite being a PS4 exclusive, has sold over 2 million copies. So it's clear that players are excited about Dark Souls 3 continuing the tradition. But what really kindles that passion? This is the fourth game in the overall Souls series, beginning with Demon Souls in 2009, then moving to Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2, all spiritual successors of From Software's King's Field franchise from the early PlayStation days. While the setting and narrative change from game to game, the atmosphere of the series has remained intact. The Souls games are third-person dark fantasy, combined with hack-and-slash gameplay and RPG elements. Characters adventure in a large, decaying world, with very few helpful NPCs, leveling up their stats whilst collecting and upgrading a variety of weapons and armor. There are similarities to games like Monster Hunter, with players taking down huge boss monsters with elaborate mechanics and special abilities, where beating the boss is a matter of practice rather than luck. Dark Souls 3 retains the series' trademark of raw brutality and frequent death. When a character dies, they lose accumulated resources, their souls, but there's one chance to recover them by finding the blood stain where the player died. The sense of loss possible with each death builds the tension and heightens the stakes. The game's autosaving means your mistakes cannot be undone with a quick reload. The combat systems are very polished and allow for a wide variety of character builds, capitalizing on particular weapons and playstyles. You can build an agile character, dodging and using quick attacks. You could focus on survivability with plenty of health, heavy armor, and big shields, or roll a ranged character with bows or spells, allowing you to avoid most melee combat. Every option is balanced against every other, meaning that all tactics should be considered. The game also focuses entirely upon role-playing via action rather than making dialogue choices. NPCs in the game can be attacked and killed if the player wishes, cutting off future options but potentially offering hidden rewards. Your playstyle is shaped by your actions, and the plot is largely told through snippets of interaction and descriptions of items you acquire along the way. To successfully live up to the hype, Dark Souls 3 needs to provide a challenging, dangerous experience with a plethora of original and deadly enemies to fight that can easily crush unprepared players. The danger, of course, is that the difficulty is too high or too low, and it loses the core tension that the franchise has been built upon. If you've never played any of the other Souls games, you'll still enjoy the story and feel of Dark Souls 3. Rather than reinventing concepts as Bloodborne did, it looks to be an iterative improvement on what worked in previous games. There's no overarching narrative you'll miss if you're new to the Souls series, just 3 prior games built around relentless challenge, precision gameplay, and a dark, brooding atmosphere. The game will be released in Japan on March 24, 2016, and comes to Xbox One, PS4, and PC worldwide on April 12th. This is Dash for Curse saying praise the sun and enjoy the game.